police station, and impacted areas expanded from the island to some guy, including Tse Chun-chung. 旺角、上水、沙田 and Yuen Long, they broke into the Legislative Council, damaged the facility there. The violence has been escalated and actually crossed many lines of the society. In Tim Shui Wei, Wai Chung, and Wang Dai Sim, Tuen Mun, Sen Shui Bu, Hong Han, and Chun Wan, and severely affected the operation of airport and MTR stations. Many flights were delayed, and the airport was almost paralyzed. This does not affect the public services provided by Hong Kong to citizens, but also damage the image of Hong Kong in the eyes of tourists. The weapons used have been escalated to lethal level. They use petrol bombs, air guns, and sharpened bamboo stick to attack policemen on the street. Any citizen, as long as they hold different views, would be beaten up by rioters and stop them from leaving. This is private conflict settlement. Hong Kong was once the safest city on earth, but now people question. In fact, many countries are now issue warnings to their citizens not to go to Hong Kong for their own safety. Now, 31 countries issued different levels of tourist warning to their citizens. The stores needs to be shut down due to the rioters. And many citizens are afraid to be attacked on the street, so they choose to stay at home. And every week, citizens need to consider if it's safe to go out or not, which district might be disrupted or blocked. If this deteriorates, every Hong Kong citizens will be affected. Now, I will pass the floor to Mr. Mai. On August 27th, we arrested 2 male aged 29 and 30. Now we are investigating their crimes. The 46-year-old man is still under investigation. And around 1 a.m. today, policemen at Sen Shui Bu saw 3 minors walking on the street. After inquiries, I know that we are 13 to 15-year-old. They failed to show any IDs. To protect their safety, we brought them back to the police station, and their family brought their ID to the police station. And later on, the 3 male minors were taken home by their family. And last Saturday, 2 male participated in Guntong and Golo 1 protest and violence. They were suspects of attacking policemen. Now they were charged with participating in riots. One male was also charged with assaulting the police. And this afternoon, in Guntong Court, they were brought to court. Besides that, on Sunday in Chunwan District, during the public demonstration, there was a 22-year-old female who was asked to show ID, and she refused. And she was arrested, and on the ground of interfering with administration of justice. And today afternoon, she was brought to court in West Kowloon Court. And I would like to make two clarifications. First of all, we noticed a video clip circulating online where a petrol bomb went through from the police line to the protesters. We asked policemen on site. It seems that the video clip was manipulated. At the time, on Monday, at 6 p.m., the policemen at Chunwan Street. Policemen were attacked by many petrol bombs. The original clip was clear, and 3 petrol bombs were hurled by the protesters at the police defense line. But the clips was manipulated to the opposite. And now let's watch the clip. Now we'll first show you the clips online where the police seemingly throwing petrol bombs at protesters. Please pay attention to the right circle, the petrol bombs used by policemen. Now let's look at it in slow motion. It looks like it's coming from the police to the protesters, but actually, it was hurled by the protester. We'll see it as slow motion. And there's another clip online from another perspective, from another angle. The red circle, you can see the hand gesture by the protester and then landed close to the policeman. So to show you the clip, we will play it one more time. So this is the fake video online. Now let's look at again how this petrol bomb was hurled by the protester to the police. One last time, from another angle, from a video online. Look at the right lower corner. Look at the hand of the protester. So from this clip, you can know the rumor online about police using petrol bomb is false. And whoever manipulated this video wants to smear the policemen. And I want to tell them their intention would fail. And a foreign media on their website titled that Hong Kong police uses petrol bombs at protesters. Now, citizens are concerned whether those people are policemen, are undercover policemen or not. So they are actually students at the police school. They're still training, under training. Now we're going to talk about doing the arrest, the procedures, and around Tse Chun-chung Detain Center. Well, today we're going to talk about how can we safeguard the rights of the detainee. As we told you, our detain policy or procedure are made in a way to protect the safety of the detainee and people around them, and also to respect and guarantee the rights of the detainees. So we actually have 42 detain rooms in our station, and we also manage 39 detainee rooms. So for each police station's detain room and facility size are all different. The facility at different police station also differs. And please understand, the facility, especially those are built in early days, are different. I would like to share some photos with you. So this picture is our cell. As you can see, there is a bed for them to lie down on. When they enter the room, they can ask our colleagues to provide them with towels. If they want to take a shower, we will give them a personal sanitation package, which includes towel, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap for them to take a shower. Inside the cell, there's a bathroom. They don't need our permission to enter the bathroom. So when they enter the cell, we also will give each detainee a bag of tissue. About the safeguard of their rights, in the corridor, there is a very big wall with the notification of detainees' rights explained in details. And I prepared 2 enlarged photos for you. So this is outside their cell. We have both Chinese and English version. These are posted on the wall outside the cells. So the purpose of it is for them to read about the notification, to know about their rights during their detention. And they can also raise their requirements to our colleagues. So this is our meeting room where detainees can record their testimony here or to meet with their lawyers or family members. We know that people have many discussions around our detention room. Actually, in Tse Chun-chung detention station, was built in the 70s, and the facility, security, and personal care are all up to standard. So the pictures you just saw were taken in Tse Chun-chung detention center. Now we'd like to talk about detainees' rights. Once they enter the detention center, they still enjoy their rights. We would explain their rights in details after their arrest. They have the rights of legal consultation, includes calling their lawyer or in writing, or contact their lawyer in person. And when they receive investigation, they can have their lawyers with them. We can also provide them a list of lawyers for their choosing. And if there's a third person asked to see them or provide a lawyer for them, then the detainee can choose whether or not to accept this. The detainee also have the right to and then we will also check if they have any injuries. If they personally think or evaluated by our police that they need any medical treatment, then we will send them to the closest clinic or public hospital to receive treatment. During the detention, they can also read on the wall about the poster on their rights. They can check back and refer back to the posters anytime they want. And male and female detainees are detained in different places. They have their independent cell. Minors will not be detained at the same place with adult detainees. All female detainees must be searched and processed and investigated with female policewomen on site.
好，我而家會做一個總結。成個反修例嘅示威活動呢，到依家已經進行咗超過2個月。喺開始嘅頭1個月嘅時候呢，有示威者喺網上聲稱自己嘅行為底線呢係唔會傷人，但係大家睇到呢班激進嘅示威者嘅底線究竟仲存唔存在？佢哋用致命嘅攻擊性武器主動襲擊警察，就算唔係警察，係市民、遊客。
They attack and assault the police actively and also attack taxi drivers, bus drivers, pedestrians, citizens, tourists, and radical and extreme protesters attacked people indiscriminately. If we let them go on, what will become of our society? Everyone in Hong Kong are paying for those protesters. Innocent citizens might be beaten. The facility in their neighborhood might be destroyed. Can Hong Kong people feel safe on the street with those violent protesters? We want to call on everyone to really realize who they really are and to stand apart from them.
Springing up and spreading out across various different districts in Hong Kong. The escalation and extension of violence have caused widespread fear among the public. As we have pledged to all Hong Kong citizens, the Hong Kong police take every case very seriously and have zero tolerance for all unlawful acts. We spend every effort to bring all offenders to justice. Last Monday, we announced new arrests made on the spot in the violent incident in Tsuen Wan and Kwun Tong. As for previous crimes, indeed, over the past few days, we arrested 26 people, consisting 24 males and 2 females, for the offences on various occasions. To name a few, the unlawful assembly outside Lechko on 9th of June, mass destruction of the Lechko on 1st of July, Yunlong incident on 21st of July, unlawful assembly in Tsim Sha-tsui on 11th of August, etc. Weeks after weeks, month after month, these radical protesters are tearing our society apart and tearing down our core values, including the rule of law. At first, protesters took to the street to express their will in a general peaceful manner. The police respect their rights to assembly and freedom of speech. But later, they set barricades on major roads with dismantled railings from both sides and long poles. Some intentionally blocked labor crossing and paralyzed key transport facilities. In one instance, a large group of protesters randomly tied up innocent visitors and beat him, shaming him publicly. Now we saw rioters throwing petrol bombs around on main roads, hitting civilians and reporters. They even start fires, shot metal balls with slingshots, and threw sharp poles and metal sticks at police officers. Recklessness and ruthlessness best describe their actions. Here in Hong Kong, we always pride ourselves on our safety and rule of law. But now, 31 countries have issued travel advisories. Visitors are having second thought about coming to Hong Kong. It is high time to stop all acts of violence and restore Hong Kong's public safety and order. Now I'll move on to the arrest figures. Yesterday, we arrested 2 people, one aged 37 and the other 46, for unlawful assembly on the spot in Sam Shui Po. Now I'll make some clarification about misinformation online. Firstly, there was a video circulating online that seems to show some petrol bombs were thrown from police cordons. But we can confirm that the video is fabricated. Petrol bombs never came from outside. They were thrown recklessly by rioters. Secondly, there was a news headline issued by an international media outlet saying that police used petrol bombs against Hong Kong protesters. The media company confirmed with us that they indeed make a mistake in the headline. They quickly correct the headline, and we just received a letter of apology from them before this press conference. We understand the public concern about we handle detainees. Our superintendent from the support wing, Ms. Kitty Chick, just gave an overview of our relevant policy in Cantonese. To recap very briefly in English, we have very strict guidelines to take care of the rights and well-being of arrested persons. They have a number of rights, including, first, the right to seek legal assistance, to communicate privately with a lawyer. Secondly, the right to be supplied with adequate food, refreshment, and drinking waters. And thirdly, the right to receive medical attention, etc. Detainees can at any time approach duty officer or any police officer to raise any concern. All complaints against police can be channeled through an existing mechanism. In conclusion, an ongoing protest has spanned over 2 months in Hong Kong. Initially, the protesters claimed they would not hurt others. But as you see, they have been crossing the line and risking the lives of many innocent citizens as well as our police officers. Their reckless act take a heavy toll on the whole society. Ladies